seconded. Formally seconded. We move on now to motion number 17 to be proposed by the TJ O'Connell branch Mayo.
Good evening, Chairman. Before I start, could I ask that the proposed amendment by the Galway East Constituency Council be changed to an addendum? I'm not aware of the procedure, but is that a possibility?
Well, it's been submitted as an amendment.
Okay. Okay.
Is this a direct contradiction of the motion?
Sorry, could you come to the microphone? The delegates can't hear you.
As it's read,
it's 17.
The amendment reads, delete all after conference and insert. So to do that, it would read, conference notes.
Yes. Well, I'm going to refer that issue to standing orders and ask them to come back to. Okay, it's in, you're right. Well, standing orders have it and they'll rule on it.
Okay, and I'll just continue in the meantime.
Sorry,
I'll continue
of course.
Okay. Good evening, delegates. The average industrial wage in Ireland in 2011 was about €36,000. Most families have to service their mortgage, pay the bills, feed, clothe, educate and entertain their families with this sum, or often considerably less. Most people in this income bracket are not in a position to purchase a significant top-up pension to augment the state contributory pension, which is currently in the order of about €12,000 per annum. Public service employees like myself who have completed full service, usually 30 to 40 years depending on the job, can look forward to a pension which, incorporating the state pension, will amount to about half the normal pay. For example, a guard can expect to retire with a pension of about €26,000, a nurse €21,000, a secondary teacher €29,000 and so on. In order to obtain a pension of €36,000, a public servant would have to have a finishing salary of about €72,000. Unlike lower-paid colleagues, higher earners are in a better position to top up their pension pot throughout their working lives, should they so desire. According to recent figures from the Paymaster General, about 1,100 retired civil servants enjoy pensions in excess of €50,000, while almost 14,000 are on pensions of less than €30,000. If pensions were capped at the average industrial wage, we estimate that the minimum annual savings in the civil service alone would be in the order of €10 to €12 million. This analysis does not include the HSE, local authorities, the Garda Síochána, Defence Forces or politicians. All employees, including public servants, are entitled to anticipate a decent pension after a dedicated career. But is it right that the state should excessively subsidise the retirement of a particular cohort? We've all been taken aback at the packages on offer to certain high-profile individuals who, in some cases, rather than doing the state some service, have instead helped run the good ship Ireland onto the rocks. The vast majority of frontline public servants would remain unaffected by a pension cap set at the average industrial wage. One has to pose the question that if the majority of citizens, public sector, private sector and the unemployed, are expected to manage throughout the most expensive period of their lives, the working years, on €36,000 or less, then is it unreasonable to expect that certain pensioners, those formerly in very well-paid posts, would still be able to enjoy a comfortable retirement with this level of income? And therefore the Thomas J. O'Connell branch from Mayo proposed a conference call on government to ensure that no public service pension should exceed the average industrial wage. Thank you.
Could we have